Hey folks, this is Keough with a new training video for you, and this is going to encompass my Sunday deadlift session. So this is all of the deadlifting that I did for this day, minus possibly one set. Uh, I don't remember. I thought I did 4 sets after this first one, and for some reason I only have 3 on film, but I could just be misremembering. I honestly have no clue, and the sets sort of blend together at some point. So I guess the video suggests that I only did 3 sets after this first set, so I guess that's what I'll have to log. But anyway, I ended up working with 480 on this day. I ended up working up pretty quickly to a max set with 480, and my plan coming into today was to do 480 for 5 sets. But when I got to training, I really wanted to just do a max set and then do some supplemental work after that. And so I basically told myself, if you can double the number of reps that you're looking to hit on these other sets for today, I'll just cut off the appropriate number of sets and make sure that the number of bar lifts equals out to about the same as I would have done had I just stuck with my plan. So I'm the sort of person that likes to train kind of impulsively. I like to go for heavy sets because that's just what I enjoy doing. I have fun, and I want training to be fun, so it's something that I try and promote in my training. It's one thing to be very regimented and to stick to a plan, but and that's all well and good. But I think at the same time you have to allow yourself to enjoy your training as well, because what's the point in training if you don't enjoy it at all? And so this was technically 480 for a set of 10. And I say technically because people are going to watch this set and they're going to say, well, you took too much time in between your reps. The first 5 reps I did with 5 to 10 seconds in between, and then I started lengthening the rest intervals. And by the last 2, I was counting in my head, I think I averaged about 30 seconds between the 8th and the 9th and the 9th and the 10th reps. And so people are going to say to themselves, well, 480 for 10, it doesn't really count as a set. And this is something that drives me absolutely nuts as somebody who trains in this sport. I read it all the time on training logs. People will, for whatever reason, disregard all of the work that they've done in a given set because something was off. They had a spotter that touched the bar. They had a prolonged rest interval in between repetitions, so it no longer, quote-unquote, counts as a set. The technique was off. They hitched at the top or something like this. And the message that I want to get across in this video today is you have to stop thinking so quantifiably about your training, okay? It is not that black and white, okay? It is not simply you perform the rep or you didn't perform the rep. That is the case in competition. In competition, you do not get credit for almost doing something. You either get credit for the lift or you don't get credit for the lift. But in training, there is a qualitative dimension to the work that you do that cannot be ignored. Stop worrying about whether it counts or it doesn't count. I'm not saying that you should perform the lifts incorrectly, that you should promote bad habits, but when I do a max set for a deadlift, I'll take time to reset in between the reps. I don't care if it counts or doesn't count in somebody else's mind. If resetting and taking time is going to add a couple of reps onto that set, and if that increases the training effect for me, and if that develops my deadlift so that when I go to a competition, I hit a new PR because I did that extra work, because I took a set that most people would do in a minute, and I did it for a few extra reps over 3 minutes, well then for me, that is entirely worth it. I'm not concerned about whether or not it counts as a set. I don't care about that. That is subject to somebody else's laws and somebody else's logic, and that has no relevance to me, okay? What matters to me is the training effect, and what matters to me is the carryover between the work that I'm doing and the numbers that I put up in competition. And I think that that's something that's lost around a lot of people. A lot of people keep training logs. A lot of people keep a log of their rep maxes. A lot of people keep logs of their 1-rep maxes, and naturally they want to make sure that these things are done, quote unquote, right. But oftentimes I see people who will take a set and for whatever reason they will disregard its existence. They'll pretend it never happened because they did something. And in my opinion, you're cheating yourself when you do that, okay? You're cheating yourself because your body is not going to make these distinctions, okay? Your body does not understand the training that you do in terms of either completing a lift or not completing a lift, okay? If you pull for a set of 10 and you take a little time in between your reps, like I just did, your body is not going to disregard the later reps that you did. It's not going to, quote unquote, not count those reps simply because they weren't done fast enough. And that's my message for today. I just want to get it out there. It's something that I carry with me in training. Maybe it'll help you. Keep checking in. More videos for you very soon.